This ketubah, which you're going to sign before walking down the aisle, documents what you two decided on, what is written in the recesses of your soul, through the values and commitment to love, which has been demonstrated by your family, by your parents, and has been passed down to the two of you. You offer yourselves to each other. And we trust that heritage to you, that you're going to hold all of that culture, all of that tradition, and you're going to pass that on to the next generation. As we're entrusting it to you to hold on to and pass down. We're going to take a moment to sign. I'll read a quick little part. Surrounded by family and friends and witnessed by God, we affirm our commitment to each other. Our lives shall be forever intertwined. Each day we will strive to deepen our relationship, to listen compassionately, and to accept and understand one another. We will unite in our shared values, for they will strengthen us. We will honor our differences, for they will enrich us. Our family will practice customs rooted in the traditions of each of our ancestors. Yet we will leave space in our lives for new customs created from our shared experiences. Our home will be a place of warmth, generosity, and most of all, love. These things we promise each other as we joyfully commit ourselves as husband and wife. I love this ketubah. Rarely does the ketubah so involved in especially the aesthetics of the ceremony that it looks like your veil, it looks like every part of this is really stunning.
As we take our vows and make promises to each other, we make this promise to our parents as well. We promise to keep you dear in our hearts and lives always. On this day, know that our love is not divided, it has multiplied. And you are embraced with the full measure of the love and promise that we share here today.
It's been a little while since I've looked in your eyes and walked that bridge to the other side. Mama says it's gonna get cold in the night, but if I picture you, then I'll be alright. I am ready. I am ready for you to be here. It's been a little while since I held your hands, so my arms won't stretch to your distant lands. Give me every person in the whole wide world, and I'll pick you out in a second, girl. I am ready. I am ready for you to be here. For you. Been so many seconds since I've seen your face, and for all I know you're in outer space, dancing to the rhythms of the shooting stars, thinking of those times that forever arrives. I am ready. I am ready for you to be here. For you. Been a little while since I've held your hand. No, my arms won't stretch to your distant land. Give me every person in the whole wide world, and I'll pick you out in a second, girl. I am ready. I am ready for you to be here.
Funny face, mi amor de mi vida, my perfect flower. You know how I love fun facts? Well, here's the best one that I know. There are 7.5 billion people in the world. That means there are 3.75 billion human males on the planet you could have picked from. And out of all of them, you picked me. There will never be a fun fact that can explain how lucky I am that my dream woman actually picked me. I vow to always put your needs first. I vow to work tirelessly to make our dreams come true. But most important of all, I vow to love you for the rest of my life.
I take you as my husband, acknowledging and accepting your faults, and strength as you do mine. I promise to encourage your compassion, because that is what makes you unique and wonderful. I promise to nurture your dreams, because through them your soul shines. I believe in you, the person you will grow up to be, and the couple will be together. I love you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Welcome to all my beautiful family and friends. We're very happy to have all of you here today. My son is the happiest I have ever seen him because he has found the love of his life. This is what every parent wants for their child. So I welcome Daisy, who we love very much, and the entire Restrepo Velez family into our family. We are now one. We are truly blessed. Thank you all for sharing this moment.
Daisy, you are sweet, you are beautiful, you are loving and caring. We've watched you develop a life with Nathaniel over the last year, and the more time that we spend with you, each day we appreciate your kindness, your intelligence, and your grace. Since you and Nathaniel were married about a year ago, not too far from here on the Glencoe Beach, we've seen how very, very happy that the two of you have been, and it's just, it gives Tori and me and Charlotte and Madeline the comfort and security of knowing that this is just one of those fairy tale love affairs. So we love having you in our family. We look forward to a long and healthy life together. Nathaniel, as I said to you, your mother and I never expected your journey through life to be predictable. Yeah. We did know that one day you would meet a woman who is wonderful, who is funny, who's smart, who's beautiful, and who compliments you like a hand in a glove, and who also understands the value of a strong family. And we're just so delighted to have all of the Velez family here. It's wonderful. So again, we know that this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful ride together. I've been lucky enough to spend my life for the past 38 years with my beautiful wife. So, few things. Tori, first of all, obviously did all of the hard work on this beautiful party. Daisy was wonderful. The two of them were on the phone nonstop. But I want to thank you for remaining so calm when things went a little bit sideways. Like, for example, when the new window in the kitchen was too big for the opening, very calm. When the bottom fell out of the box that Nathaniel was carrying, very calm, very calm. When our dog Waldo got skunked, and when they charged you for returning that dress at Neiman Marcus, very, very calm. By the way, I'm totally kidding. She was not calm. However, she was calmer this year than she would have been last year, so we're definitely heading in the right direction. 38 years later, we've done some things right, we've done some things wrong, but mostly pretty good. 38 years from now, I hope that the two of you can stand up here and say, 38 years, it was a pretty good run. It went pretty well. So, lastly, I want to share a little fatherly advice that I gave you when you got married a year ago. The one of many things, of course, that I learned is that to be married and to be happily married, you really have to want to be married. It's not an easy road, and it's not something that just happens or works out. You have to work at it. You have to be flexible. You have to compromise. And if you learn to navigate that, I absolutely promise you the very best of everything that life has to offer, because the one thing that the Velez family and the Stender family have in common is we understand the importance of family and that wonderful relationship. Your mother and I and Charlotte and Madeline wish you both the very best of everything that life has to offer. We love you very, very much.
Daisy has become so much more to me than simply my brother's wife. She's become a friend, a confidant, a sister. The love that she and my brother share is truly amazing, and I know my brother has finally found the woman I am okay sharing him with. That elusive, perfect woman, and the perfect addition to our family. Mazel tov and all my love, todo mi amor, congrats, felicidades.
A better partner for Nate, sister-in-law for myself and Charlotte, and addition to our family. I could not be happier that you have found each other. You and your family are beautiful people inside and out, and despite the language barrier, our families have meshed so naturally. So to you and Nate, congratulations, and to you and all of your family, welcome to the family.
tonight is try to speak in Spanish and hope that what I say makes sense and doesn't insult everybody. So, bienvenido a todos mis hermosos familiares y amigos. Estamos muy contentos de teneros a todos aquí hoy. Mi hijo es el más feliz que he visto en su vida porque ha encontrado el amor de su vida. Esto es lo que todos los padres quieren para sus hijos. Así que doy la bienvenida a Deisy, a quien amamos mucho, y a toda la familia Restrepo Velez, en nuestra familia. Ahora somos uno. Estamos verdaderamente bendecidos. And just quickly, what I said is, welcome to all my beautiful family and friends. We're very happy to have all of you here today. My son is the happiest I have ever seen him because he has found the love of his life. This is what every parent wants for their child. So I welcome Deisy, who we love very much, and the entire Restrepo Velez family into our family. We are now one. We are truly blessed. Thank you all for sharing this story.
Seguía, muchos no me alcanzaron a distinguir en las reuniones que hemos tenido. Mucho gusto, Marta, la mamá de Deisy.
This is Martha, Daisy's mom, and she had met some of you before and some of you just now.
En nombre de la familia Vélez,
In the name of the Velez family,
quiero darle a cada una de las personas y familias y amigos que hay
I want to thank everybody, family and friends who are here today,
que hoy nos acompañan en este evento de Daisy and Nate.
that are here today with Nate and for Nate and Daisy's wedding,
Que han decidido cumplir el sublime santo matrimonio con el propósito de la construcción
when they have decided to come together into matrimony, to start building a life together,
de la empresa más importante de la vida, como lo es su vida, como es su vida en pareja y la edificación de la familia.
to start building this important institution of marriage and to come together as a couple.
Estoy convencida, y cada uno de sus amigos, que les irá bien, que tienen un ejemplo a seguir,
I'm convinced that they're gonna have a very happy life because they have the example of their parents as well.
como el de nuestros abuelos y nuestros padres,
Just as their parents and grandparents,
siempre destacándose el amor y recordar la unión de la vida en familia.
and always keeping in mind how important it is to love each other and to be together as a family.
Deseándole muchos éxitos para este nuevo hogar.
Wishing them a lot of happiness and in their new life as a married couple.
Dándole gracias a la familia Ney, que nos dio una linda oportunidad de conocerlos a todos ustedes. Los llevo en mi corazón y que el Señor me ha regalado un hijo más como lo es Ney.
She wants to thank everybody and all of Nate's family for being so welcoming and nice to them, and that she wants to welcome Nate to her family.
Hoy la familia Stender y la familia Vélez se convierten en una sola familia.
Today, the Standard and Velez family are one, come together. September 22nd, 2018, Daisy Joanna, this is a very special day.
Para usted y su esposo Nate.
For you and Nate.
Reciben la bendición del Señor uniéndolos el uno para el otro.
May you be blessed. May you be blessed by being together and being with one another.
Para formar ese hermoso hogar y siguiendo siempre los ejemplos de los abuelos y los padres de ambas familias.
to build a life together and to follow the example that has been set by your parents and your grandparents.
Mi china, así le decía a mi padre y nos decía a todos sus hijos cuando estábamos pequeños y a sus nietos.
Mi China is a way of our grandparents to call us when we were little.
Siempre teniendo en cuenta andar de la mano con Dios.
Please keep in mind and don't forget to always be with God every time in your life.
Hoy, en este hermoso día, para todos que la acompañan, la familia extended,
Today, in this beautiful day, to anybody who is here today,
sus amigos,
her friends and her family,
saludos y abrazos muy fuertes.
he sends hugs and says hello to everybody.
Les deseo muchos éxitos en ese lindo hogar.
He wishes you a lot of happiness and success in your life.
Los abuelitos, besos y abrazos.
Grandma and Grandpa, lots of kisses and hugs.
Los esperamos en Colombia.
And they're waiting for you in Colombia.
Y a Ney, que es un nieto más en la familia.
Nate is another grandson now.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias por venir y por estar aquí hoy.
Thank you very much for coming and for being here today.
Estamos compartiendo un día muy hermoso para todos, en especial para mi hermana y Nate.
We're sharing here a very special day, especially for Nate and Daisy.
Mi hermana. Voy a describir a mi hermana en pocas palabras.
He's going to describe his sister in very few words.
Es una persona con unas características muy bonitas. Es una persona con un carácter fuerte.
Daisy has very special and very unique personality traits.
Es una persona con muchas ganas de vivir. Es una persona que tiene un poder enorme.
Daisy is somebody who's very happy about life and has a very strong sense of living.
Nunca quisiera que todas esas características que hoy hacen su esencia se perdieran, indiferentemente que siempre sea ella.
He doesn't want you to lose any of those personality traits, and he wants you to keep your essence throughout your life.
Siempre, cada día que pasa, me siento a contemplar más a mi familia y cada vez me enamoro más de ella. Ahorita mi familia es más grande. Muchas gracias. Nos han recibido muy bien aquí en Chicago.
Today, the Restrepo's family has grown by one, and by all of Nate's family, and that he loves everybody anytime.
Steve,
My feeling has
Victoria,
always been that if I had to share my big brother's attention with another
Charlotte,
woman, she better
son
be
una razón más para volver a Chicago, además de mi
Daisy and
hermano.
my brother met while I was gone in San
Now,
Diego.
Steve,
and when I returned to
Victoria,
Chicago,
Madeline, and Charlotte, and
so I
another
didn't get to
reason
meet
to
her
come
for
to
many months
Chicago.
after they started. To me, this was awesome. So I began my inner about how I could potentially get rid of her and
Bueno,
all
esta
these
viene
just
del
terrible
corazón.
negative things. But then the
Hermana,
worst possible thing happened.
me siento muy
I had
bien
to share my beloved brother's time and
porque
attention
hoy
with someone who was
estás
actually
compartiendo esta
And then it
vida,
got worse. Not only did
estás
Daisy and I have a
compartiendo tu
shared
vida,
love for my brother, but she was
esa
also willing
vida
to
de
practice
viaje
Spanish
con
with me
Nate.
and give me advice. And worst
Sister,
of all,
I feel very happy
she
and
stood up for
very
me
proud
when
of
Nate
you
was
because
being
you're sharing this
particularly
beautiful
stubborn,
life with
which
me.
is no small feat. At this point in time,
También
I
sé
simply could not make sense of the
y me
idea that my
siento
brother had a
muy
girlfriend
honrado
that I
por
actually.
saber
As
que
time went
sos
on,
digna de
Daisy and I
estar
grew
aquí
closer,
en
and when
este
the three of
momento
us
y
actually
ahora.
went to FaceTime, the two of us completely went off
I
in
also feel
Spanish,
very happy
leaving
and
me to
proud
stare at the
because you
phone
were
with
there
absolutely
being
no idea
here
what was
today.
going on.
Te doy gracias Le doy gracias a Dios porque eres mi hermana. Porque eres mi hermana y nadie me lo va a quitar. Y solo sos mi hermana, así como sos. El corazón.
And I'm very thankful because you're my sister and nobody can take that away from me.
Espero esta felicidad que cada día siento, que cada vez es más grande, es big, la pueda compartir hasta el fin de nuestros días, pero que sea cada vez mucho mejor y más grande, mucho mejor.
And he hopes that this happiness that he feels and that it grows day by day, you guys can always share it to the last day of your lives and that it keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Nate, te encomiendo a mi hermana. Mi hermana es el ser más sagrado para madre, para mí. Somos una familia de 3, ahora ya somos una familia más grande. Cuídala mucho, también te quiero mucho, Nate. Sos una persona muy particular que llega a mi corazón. Muchas gracias.
Nate, please take care of Daisy, sister and cousin. This is a family of 3. Daisy is the most precious human being for mom and for Hernan, and that he just asked you to please take care of her. And now, until it used to be a family of 3, but now it's a bigger family.
Bueno, muchas gracias. Gracias por ser mi hermana, gracias por ser mi hermano, gracias por ser mi familia. Congratulations.
Many of you know, my brother and I have always been very close. Como muchos de saber, mi hermano y yo somos muy cercanos. We've done everything together, from secret McDonald's runs after fencing practice, to singing duets to the Queen song, Don't Stop Me Now, to which, of course, Nate sang the entire Freddie Mercury part, to me begrudgingly accepting any advice he gave me, be it about TV shows or life, because most of the time, he's right. Hacíamos todos juntos. Íbamos en secreto a comer a McDonald's después de la práctica de esgrima y cantábamos canciones a Queen. Nate siempre cantaba la parte más importante, obviamente, y también me ha dado muchos consejos sobre qué hacer con mi vida o hasta en cosas más simples como cuáles programas de la televisión debería haber su opinión y que ha sido correcta casi la mayoría del tiempo. Some of you might also know, embarrassingly enough, that I have a history of not liking Nate's girlfriends. Algunos de ustedes saben que tenía una historia de no me gustaban las novias de Nate. My feeling has always been that if I had to share my big brother's attention with another woman, she better be perfect. Mis sentimientos eran de que si necesito compartir la atención de mi hermano con otra mujer, ella necesita ser perfecta. Then comes Daisy. Y luego viene Daisy. Daisy and my brother met while I was gone in San Diego, and when I returned to Chicago for the summer, she was in Colombia. So I didn't get to meet her for many months after they started dating. Daisy y Nate se conocieron cuando yo estaba en San Diego, y cuando regresé a Chicago por el verano, ella estaba en Colombia, y por eso no puedo conocerla por varios meses después de ellos tenieran una relación. To me, this was unacceptable. Para mí, eso no fue algo aceptable. So I began my inner monologue about how I wouldn't like her, about how I could potentially get rid of her, and all these just terrible negative things. Me puse a pensar que no me iba a caer bien y cómo me iba a tratar deshacerme de ella. But then the worst possible thing happened. Pero lo peor sucedió. I met Daisy and I loved her. Conocí a Daisy y me encantó como es. This caused quite a stir for me. How could this be? ¿Cómo fue posible? I had to share my beloved brother's time and attention with someone who was actually pretty cool. Ahora tenía que compartir la atención y el tiempo de mi hermano favorito con una mujer que es muy maravillosa. But then it got worse. Entonces empeoró. Not only did Daisy and I have a shared love for my brother, but she was also willing to practice Spanish with me and give me advice. No solo ella y yo íbamos a tener que compartir el amor de mi hermano, pero ella también estaba dispuesta a ayudarme a practicar mi español. Y ella le gusta pasar tiempo conmigo y me da consejos. And worst of all, she stood up for me when Nate was being particularly stubborn, which is no small feat. Y lo peor de todo es de que ella hasta me ha protegido cuando mi hermano se pone terco y vaya que no es una cosa pequeña. At this point in time, I simply could not make sense of the idea that my brother had a girlfriend that I actually liked. En ese tiempo, no puedo comprender la idea que Nate tiene una novia que me gusta. As time went on, Daisy and I grew closer, and when the three of us actually went to FaceTime, the two of us completely went off in Spanish, leaving Nate to stare at the phone with absolutely no idea what was going on. Daisy y yo nos hemos convertido cercanas, como cuando hemos platicado en FaceTime con Nate y nos ponemos a hablar completamente en español. Nate se queda en confusión. Daisy has become so much more to me than simply my brother's wife. Daisy se ha convertido en algo mucho más de solo la esposa de mi hermano. She's become a friend, a confidant, a sister. Ella se ha convertido en una amiga, una confidente, y como una hermana. The love that she and my brother share is truly amazing, and I know my brother has finally found the woman I am okay sharing him with. That elusive, perfect woman, and the perfect addition to our family. El amor que ella y mi hermano compartan es increíble, y yo sé que mi hermano finalmente encontró la única mujer que estoy bien en compartiéndolo, la mujer perfecta, ilusiva y la adición perfecta a nuestra familia. Mazel tov and all my love, todo de mi amor, congrats, felicidades.
Many of you know, Nate and I did not always have the relationship that we have today. For years growing up, we could barely be in the same room. Obviously, because of Nate, I was a really perfect teenager. My parents know. But as we got older, we actually started hanging out and enjoying each other's company. And when Nate decided he was going to propose, it was also really nice for me because we talked more, probably than we ever had before in those few months. As you can imagine, he took essentially none of my feedback, which was very difficult because I had great ideas. But he did it his own amazingly unique way, the way he does everything. And while it's difficult for me because, again, I had great ideas for this proposal, doing it the normal way would not have been Nate at all, and definitely would not have been as special as it was. Nate has the biggest heart, and when it comes to the people he loves, he really would give the world. And lucky for all of us, Nate really has no qualifiers to that love. Also lucky for myself, he is very forgiving, especially back to those teenage years, and then some. But even during those years of fighting, I always wondered if Nate would find somebody that I approved of as being good enough for him. So getting to know Daisy has been really incredible because we soon realized that she was just as loving as caring as Nate, and also because we knew that she loved Nate for the quirky, unique, and amazing person that he is. They balance each other out so perfectly, and I truly couldn't have asked for a better partner for Nate, sister-in-law for myself and Charlotte, and addition to our family. I could not be happier that you have found each other. You and your family are beautiful people inside and out, and despite the language barrier, our families have meshed so naturally. So to you and Nate, congratulations, and to you and all of your family, welcome to the family.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Nathaniel. Wonder what will happen after I say Stender. Let's see. I'm the groom, and all of you will be thanked individually in turn, I'm sure. At this time, I want to give a shout out to the people without whom this entire process would not have been possible. I'd like to thank my grandparents, Alan, Luna, Raymond, Gloria, for always having looked at me in awe and wonder during my formative years. It is my great sorrow that none of them could be here this evening. I would also like to thank Don Arturo and Danya Adela Velez for helping raise my best friend through her formative years and for welcoming me so warmly into their families. I'd like to thank my beautiful younger sisters, Madeline and Charlotte. Both of them have stood through me through thick and thin, and I expect nothing less in the future as my family continues to grow. I would like to thank my new siblings, Jorge and Andrea, who come in all the way from Medellin. Thank you guys so much. Wasn't gonna do any anecdotes in this one, but I would like to do one for Jorge actually. I was completely in love with Daisy probably by the middle of our first date. The rabbi said I knew I wanted to marry her by the third one, but that was some heavy editorializing. And long before we got engaged, I actually Facebook messaged Jorge, and because I wanted to ask if I could marry Daisy, and he said something I have it memorized. He said, "No, I don't know." Specifically, I don't know you well enough. And I listened for like 4 days, and on the 5th day I proposed. I would like to thank my Marta, my suegra. From the first time I met you, you accepted me as one of your children, and I promise to take care of Daisy for the rest of my life. Mom and Dad, you guys have been my champions, my allies, through all things. You've been my toughest critics and my best friends, and none of this would have been possible without your love and example. Thank you guys so much for everything. Also, before I get into the meat of this speech, I would like to thank everyone else. When I was standing over there behind the cake, I looked around and I said, oh wow, like almost 360 degrees, and I can't move my eyes without seeing somebody who cares so much about me. They want to give up their Saturday night and come in and roast me and my new bride. And that's a wonderful thing to be able to say, because it's a big 360. Thank you all for coming so much. It really means a lot. There's only one person left to thank for this process. My flower. I love you so much. Of everybody who I thanked, you were the only one who I didn't put pen to paper on. I'm going completely off book for this one. I've never spent a second with you where I didn't want to spend 3 hours as its equivalent. Everything in my life has been wonderful since you've been around. I want to build my future with you. And thank you so much for deciding to spend the rest of your life with me.
Buenas noches. Good afternoon. Somebody told me here that the bride doesn't give a speech. I mean, why not? It's right. I want to start thanking everybody to come all the way to Chicago from different places, even around the world, from China, to come here and enjoy with us, to party with us. I expect everybody to dance in a little while. So be prepared. Take off your heels. To our families and friends, thank you so much for all the love that you have been showing us. For a lot of, I don't know, like long time after Nate was born until I got to the family 2 years ago. It means a lot to us, a lot. And I gotta say, this moment of my life is called happiness. I never had been this happy before, and I didn't think that I was going to be here today giving a speech, that I was going to be married with a man that came to my life to break my fears, to break my own paradigms. I think that's a word in English. So I want to thank my mom. Thank you, Mom, for being a pillar of my strength over the last 26 years. You are the rock of my foundation. I want you to feel proud of me, and that all the hard work, dedication that you have put into my brother and me have been worth it. I love you so much. Thank you. I was going to do Spanish too, but gracias, mami, por ser el pilar de mi fuerza durante estos 26 años. Eres la roca de mi fundación. Quiero que te sientas orgullosa de mí. Quiero que sepas que todo el trabajo fuerte valió la pena. Quiero que sepas que mi hermano y yo, todos esos años de trabajo fuerte valieron la pena. Te amo demasiado, los amo demasiado. To my brother, thank you so much for being there always, for being here always, for helping me, for teaching me, for supporting me in my dreams, all my dreams, every time. Like a lot of families in the world, sometimes the dad is not around. My dad was not around. And my brother, he's 6.5 years older than I am. And he took the place of my dad. But he was a brother too, a cool brother. And he did it great. And I love him so much, and I respect him so much. When he tells me, don't do this, I just don't do it because he's right. He's like a father. And I couldn't be so happy right now in my life. Muchas gracias por todo, por estar ahí siempre, por ayudarme, por cuando teníamos muy poco, me lo brindaste todo como hermano.